Alright, welcome back everyone. It's feeding time in my wormery. So I've got a number of bins that are going to be fed. So I've got a collection of some frozen food here, as well as an assortment of citrus for my citrus bin, or the bin that I'm testing citrus in. These are the bins that I was going to work on, plus this one. This is the one that's got a vertical migration, so I haven't been feeding it, but I will be giving it water. So I'll start with that, and then we'll move on to feeding the worms. Okay, so the watering of this bin is finished. Let's cover it back up, but before we're done, we'll take a peek underneath to see how the vertical migration is progressing. Every time we've checked, we've always had a good number of worms visible, making their upwards climb into the new bin out of the compost collection. So let's see what we get today. Yeah, more of the same. It's been a number of days since I applied water. This is looking good. All right, let's move on. Okay, on to the feeding. Okay, we'll leave this light here. It gives a little bit of extra illumination. So let's get the next bin started up here. This would be where we last fed, theoretically. All right, let's take a peek in here, see what we see. The last time I fed, I considered it to be a fairly large feeding, but I don't even see any of the food in this one, nor do I see many worms. Oh, I feel moisture down here. Okay, maybe I didn't properly mark the bin on where I had last fed, because this is obviously where the worms are, on this side, not that side. Well, I guess I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's put these guys back here. It wasn't really my intention to disturb the in-progress feeding. You know what? I don't even want to go very far away from where the worms are. I'm going to plop some food right in here next to where they are all at. Put the food right there. Let's see what kind of goodies we have here today. A lot of leafy stuff. Cabbage, lettuce, things of that nature. I didn't really want today to be a very big feeding, so we'll just give them a handful and that'll be enough for now. Feels a little dry on top. No big deal. This time we'll mark this area as the feeding zone, because now we know that that's where the food is, right? Good. Let's get this thing covered back up. I guess as we progress, we can just move the tripod over a little bit, and here we'll have even better illumination. Once again, this is where the food is supposed to be, and you can usually tell when you stick your fingers down that you've got something here too, I think. Yep, here we go. This must be where I planted the food, although I don't see any traces of food itself. It's just, maybe there's little bits of it there, but I don't see it as I remember it. It's just worms chewing down on it. Alright. The last feeding looked like it did well over here. I'm not sure if that came all the way across to here. Let me check. Alright, so we do have some inhabitants over here as well. So I'm just gonna... Oh, what's this? This was a full apple. I'm not gonna squeeze it because it'll probably spray goo all over me. But it's very gushy and soft. But I don't see a lot of worms on it. I bet you they're gonna have at that very soon. So maybe I'll put that right back where I found it, which was here in the middle. And it seems like there's an abundance of food here, so I won't go crazy. Here too, I'll just give them a few pieces of lettuce leaves. Some Brussels sprout. And that'll do for now. Maybe this will be the last feeding I do on this end for now. And maybe I'll start feeding on the other end to try to get a little back and forth type movement. Okay, good stuff. Let's cover up here and move on. Okay, so let's press on here. This is where we're going to get the best light because the light is attached to this bin. And this is theoretically the last place we fed. So let's peek. Oh, it's so easy to see when there's good light. Yeah. This is clearly where the last feeding occurred. The banana is very, very thin, the peel. So they took all the soft stuff away to the best of their ability, and the thicker outer piece is still getting worked on. Same story here with this banana peel. Okay, looks pretty good. And since this seems to be the feeding area, I don't know what this is. Some sort of a walnut or chestnut or some sort of really hard nut. It ended up in one of my bins once and I plucked it out, but at this point I'm wondering how long it would take for it to get eaten. So I'll just add it to the food supply and see what happens. Okay, very good. So let's just let's just get over here. This one's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to use veggies for this one. This is the bin in which I fed citrus. And you know what? I wasn't paying attention when I took the coffee filter off, so I don't remember where the citrus was, but I can smell it. Oh, and I can feel it. And there was a huge... Oh, I think that's it right there. I was curious to see if they would go for the grapefruit. So this was a full grapefruit, and it was... I don't think it's been occupied yet. It doesn't feel like anyone's eating it. But it also doesn't seem like anyone's necessarily repelled by it. I hope not. I think it just hasn't broken down enough yet to be consumed. So, yeah, it just takes time for some of this food to get to the stage where the worms can actually start to get at it. Let's see here. If they're all this close to where the grapefruit was, then I'm not too worried. It seems like they're eating and they're not disturbed by the grapefruit either. Little bits of lime. Getting kind of gooey. I don't know if they're gonna actually eat that, or if they're just gonna be interested in maybe the juices that come out of it. If they go underneath, well, we'll see. We'll just give it a little bit more time, but I'm also gonna add a little bit more to it and give the newly added stuff some opportunity to break down as well. Okay, let's try to keep this grapefruit near the top. Take some of this newly supplied stuff here, some orange peels, a couple more limes, and for now, why don't we just leave it at that? Cool. Cover this thing a little back up. Lemon fresh scent. So the feeding was right about there. That's what the grapefruit is. Mark it there. Okay, so that's about it for today. The rest is all about cleaning up. So no long-winded goodbyes. Just thanks for coming and joining me. And well, we'll do this again soon, hopefully. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Bye.